I got another piece of watercolor paper right over here. Let's bring that inside. This is soaked pretty good. Let's bring this in to do a little pour on watercolor paper. Alright, I got this watercolor paper and I have it pretty well, it's been soaking for a while in the snow. And I just added a little bit more snow on top of it, like so. If you folks live in warm parts of the world, this is snow. You can make snowballs out of it by just packing it like this, and you can throw it. Okay, I'm just gonna take some orange. What I'm gonna start off with is I'm gonna start off with some Floetrol. As you can hear, the kids are out there playing in the snow and they're having a great time. And so am I. I'm playing in the snow too and having a great time. So I'm going to take some Floetrol. I'm just going to pour it like right over top of this. Now the Floetrol has been sitting outside. It's pretty cold. I'm going to start off with some white. Let's have a little bit of color in it. And I'm going to bring in some yellow. It might have a little green in it right now. And some red. And some turquoise. Turquoise is always great. I'm gonna have to put some turquoise over and cover up this area right there. I don't like that. I'll put some turquoise in there. So as you can see, some of the snow is melted. I had to quick go charge my battery up. I had to bring it in the house to charge it up, but a lot of the snow melted. This is still a little bit frozen. So let's start moving this around. See if I can get it off first. It might be still frozen. Let's see if we can do something here. Beautiful color, eh? Oh my. I'm gonna put a board underneath it, I think. If I get a board underneath it, it'd be a little bit easier to move it around. I can move it. Here. Oh, get that. Gotta get the snow off there, I guess. Bring it back this way. And this way. Oh, look at that, eh? I hope you're getting this. It's turning out pretty decent. there it is. It's getting towards the end of the day. I'm probably gonna wipe this board down a little bit and then put it inside of my car, my van, and let it dry overnight. It's still, as you can see, it's still pretty wet. But I think it's turning out pretty cool. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. You'll be able to see what I did with the one painting, because it's going to drop down to about 20 degrees tonight. This is where this is the painting on the watercolor paper is sitting, and it's sitting on top of a board. It's on a little bit of an angle. Try to straighten it out a little bit. Hopefully this plastic won't come down on it. Close the old gate down. There's my rat rod, my rat van. I sure hope you enjoyed this setup today. As you can see out here, like I said, the snow pretty much is gone. Well, kinda, anyhow.